All right, thanks for staying with us. It's time to take a look at the headlines across Nigerian newspapers. Now, let's see what the headlines are. The Guardian newspaper is where we're starting from this morning. The Guardian says, search ongoing for abductees in Edo State train station attack. Search ongoing for 31 abductees in Edo State train station attack. One victim escapes and suspect nabbed and undergoing investigation. That's one of the, or interrogation, that's one of the sub-headlines in there. Police vigilante hunters pursue armed kidnappers. Yeah, and Edo Deputy Governor Shaibu visits the scene. The presidency, Atiku, Okwoche, others condemn the attack. All that you see on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. Right, let's move to the Punch newspaper. Punch is next, and it says Edo train attack. That's the focus on the Punch newspaper. Edo train attack. Soldiers, police, vigilantes track abductors. 31 passengers missing. All right, and railway workers, non-passengers, South residents among abductees. All right, NRC boss is official saying that. All right. 2 underage victims rescued, a suspect arrested as federal government or Basiki condemn kidnapping. These are some of the headlines in there, and some other headline: Armed Forces Remembrance, governors seek support for fallen soldiers' families. You also see that on the front page of the Punch newspaper. All right. From there, from the Punch, let's go to This Nigeria. This Nigeria is next, and it says 32 missing after gunmen attack Edo train station. 32 missing after gunmen attack Edo train station. Station manager, other NRC workers among abductees. That's what some of the headlines of the writers there say. 1 arrested as kidnappers contact families for ransom. And the federal government condemn attack. Edo government security agencies visit scene of incident. Okay, all right. You see other headlines there. It says 2023. If there'll be runoff, it's likely between APC and PDP. Modu, ex-Enugu governor, is saying that. All right. And from This Nigeria, let's go to News Direct. News Direct says real insecurity. That's a focus now. Again, gunmen attack train station. Abduct over 30 passengers. Again, gunmen attack train station, abduct over 30 passengers. That's what you see on the front page of the News Direct. And from there, let's go to First News. First News says Edo train attack. That's a focus also. More than 30 still missing. 2 children rescued. More than 30 still missing, and 2 children rescue. That's what you see on the front page of First News. And from there, let's go to Daily Trust. Daily Trust newspaper says insecurity festers despite Buhari's December deadline. Insecurity festers despite Buhari's December deadline. And 671 killed, 1,321 kidnapped since ultimatum. Attacks reduce in Kaduna. Others, right? You see that on the front page of Daily Trust. Edo train attack also as one of the topics there. Ex-police officer, nursing mother, 3 others rescued. You see that on the front page of the Daily Trust. It says 32 abducted, 1 escaped, and suspect arrested. Train service won't be disrupted. NRC is assuring Nigerians in this regard. All that you see on the front page of the Daily Trust. Let's go to Leadership newspaper. Leadership is also talking insecurity here. Defense headquarters, mum as military fails to meet federal government's December deadline. Defense headquarters, mum as military fails to meet federal government's December deadline on the security. And he said experts laud troops, say government made political statement. 19 wanted terrorists still at large. And trial of Boko Haram suspect resumes in March. all that you see on the front page of the Leadership newspaper. And other headlines there says, federal government shuts down Edo train station over abduction of 30 passengers. Okay, and the elections will hold in all 774 local government areas, INEC declares. You see all that on the front page of the Leadership newspaper. From there, let's go to Daily Times. Daily Times is next, and it says February 25 presidential election, why I'll discuss with every agitator. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, is saying, why I'll discuss with every agitator. It says fuel subsidy and organized crime, vows to remove it. And if South Africa declared power emergency, we will declare war. That's what is saying there. Federal government shortlists 20 candidates for AGF's replacement. Remember the Accountant General of the Federation? All right. We understand there's a jostle for some use the word plum job, But however, that's one of the headlines there on the Daily Times newspaper. From there, let's go to the Nation newspaper. Nation newspaper says it's focusing on Tinubu. I'll be fair to all tribes. Tinubu says, I'll be fair to all tribes. That's what is quoted there from his statement at the recent campaigns. APC candidate, unstoppable, says Kwara governor. Ganduje, he's a product of unity. Okay, all that you see on the front page of the Nation newspaper. All right, Rivers bars Atiku's campaign from public schools. PDP candidate in UK. All right, that's what you see. You also see that on the front page of the Nation newspaper. Security spreads net to rescue 31 train travelers in Edo State. Okay, all that you will see on the front page of the Nation newspaper. The national economy is next now. National economy says it's focusing on the 2023 elections. National economy says, what hope for Nigeria's unresolved economic challenges? What hope for Nigeria's unresolved economic challenges? Nigeria's transition, opportunity for a fresh start. Experts are saying this, all right? The analysis of different issues around there as far as the economy is concerned, all right? That's what you see on the front page of the national economy. From there, let's go to Nature News now. Nature News. Nature News says it's focusing on flooding. It says federal government takes tab on damage to South-South. Federal government takes tab on damage to South-South. 24,713 people, 131 structures affected in Abuja. FEMA is declaring this. Okay? All right? That's what you see on the front page of the Nature News. He also has deforestation. Naseni shares smokeless stoves, pressure pots in Kebbi. Okay? All you see that on the front page of the Nature News. Okay, from there, let's go now to the Blueprint newspaper. Blueprint says investigation is coming out showing that POS operators, banks, fuel stations, real estate gainers of cashless policy. POS operators, banks, fuel stations, real estate gainers of cashless policy. All right, politicians, bank staff, petty traders on the losing side. All right, we get cash from politicians for transactions. POS operators are saying this, and very limited workers will be needed across the counter. Bank staff are saying this. CBN never factored rural populace into its policy. A senior advocate of Nigeria is saying this, and Nigerians bemoan scarcity of new notes. Okay, okay, all that had different reports from the Blueprint newspaper. Okay, from there, let's go to the Abuja Inquirer. Abuja Inquirer says, touts, fraudsters hijack tax collection in Abuja. All right, Amak Doas failed to reach agreement. FCT IRS molds legal option. Touts fraudsters hijack tax collection in the Federal Capital Territory. All that you see on the front page of the Abuja Enquirer. The last one we're looking at right now is Business Day. Business Day says Nigeria's yawning deficit signals further breach of CBN Act. That is the big story on the front page of the Business Day. Nigeria's yawning deficit signals further breach of CBN Act. Right? That's all you see there. 10 biggest stockbrokers by value in 2022. You also see that on the front page of the Business Day newspaper. Okay.